yo. Yo, yo, yo. Hey, man, say, man. I just want to let y'all know y'all look beautiful tonight, man. Y'all really do, man. Y'all, look, I came up here and I was really nervous. But y'all made me feel better. Hey, show you right. But I'm EJ, aka Sir Evangeline Joseph, aka Mr. 10 Feet, aka the Bully, 1/3 of the best network in the city. One of many members of BGBN. Shout out to that boy Big Red. It's a lot of them guys. That's all I got.
Hey man, this your boy Wayne with Matic Beats. Like you said, man, one of many members of BGBN.
Come on, man.
Hey man, but like we always say,
it ain't never about us.
Never that, man, because we got a very, very special guest in the building.
And man, one of the biggest in the city.
I'm talking about a real legend, man.
Legendary status, GOAT status. Man, we got RIA706.
That'll do.
What's happening? How you doing, Rick? How you doing, Rick?
I got my thigh out. Is that all right? I gotta get situated. There's a stand here I need with my laptop on it. Can somebody handle that for me?
Yes.
Anybody? I'm just gonna report. No? You're not working tonight.
Oh, man.
Thank you so much. What's up, y'all?
Hey, what's poppin', man? How you doing?
Feeling real good.
I feel great.
First off, thank you.
Maybe I should have it over here. Look at my grandma over here. I done got out the house. Y'all give it up for my grandma. Hey. My mama sitting right there. Come on, y'all give it up for Dawn. All this fineness came from right there. Come on, somebody. Wait a minute. Who else do I see in the building?
That's
Hold on,
really
I gotta do it. Ain't it?
They're really your twin, right?
Ain't it? I'm her twin. I gotta look at it. Oh, my bitch. Y'all give it up for Kaylin real quick. All the way from Dallas, Texas. And I think I see my granddaddy in the back. Y'all just give it up. He's not gonna say nothing. That's it. Give it up for my granddaddy in the back. Y'all look so good. Wow. Wow. Don't do me like that. Wow. Stop. Y'all gonna make me cover it up. Are the shoes in? Are the shoes in? Now where the ox cord at, y'all? I The aux must be on the other side for the other stuff. Yeah, just scoot me over here. That's it. Wow. What's up, Free Gems? Y'all give it up one time for Free Gems Network. Yes. They so humbly accepted my invitation.
Amen. Thank you.
I really appreciate it.
Amen. Shout out to Bosa.
Amen.
Shout out Big Bosa.
Shout out to my boss real quick. Y'all give it up.
The third member of Free Gems Network.
That's it. Listen, if you all have not streamed Gumbosa's music yet, you are missing out on a treat. Okay? I might play our little song we got. I might do it. It just depends on my mood. There's some missing. Raquel, where you at?
Somebody get a drink, man.
This is supposed to be some champagne right here. Thank you, baby. Yeah, we can get on this. We can get started. Y'all ready to get started? Let's get started. What's up?
Man. Thank you, man. And also, it's been 3 years, Reese.
3 years.
Way too long.
Since the release of R.
Yeah.
3. How long you been doing shows and gigs and getting to that bag?
Yeah, 3 years off of one EP and 2 singles.
And for the listeners and the guests out there, how many songs is that? I need for you to pop it.
7. That's 7 songs.
Come on.
That's 7 songs.
Come on, man. I want to get right into it. Okay. Pop it box.
Asking you shall receive.
Must be nice. R was your first project.
Right.
And it was an introduction. I felt like, okay. Shout out to Ron.
Raquel, one time. Oh, you going?
She is out.
Thank you so much. You closest.
I'm the closest. I don't know about that.
He the closest, girl. He the closest. Okay, go ahead, E.
Okay. R was a great record. But 1213 is classic. 10 out of 10. You know what we all about. You know what Free Jam's all about. We here to give you your flowers while you can smell them and inhale them.
Thank you.
It ain't even been out a whole 24 yet, man. We already the stamp of the classic.
Come on, man. Look at all these people.
Matter of fact, yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and
Go ahead. Track number 1.
Track number 1.
What made you wait so long, Ree?
We got a little tip.
Ree.
What made me wait so long?
To drop.
Can't rush perfection.
Period. You know that
in a market where people rush.
That sounds great in theory, but it's like you don't have to be quote unquote perfect or great to be apprehensive about your art and apprehensive about your creation. I think these songs were about, to date, I think it took about maybe from the first track to it releasing today, maybe about a year and a half, 2 years. I started working on this a while ago.
Yeah.
And as you know, I think this had a few different names and faces before it was 12, 13. So I think for me, it just, you know, I'm an artist and I'm sensitive about my shit. And I know so many people in this room can identify with that. Even if you are not, quote unquote, an artist in the entertainment field, if you create something, you are sensitive about your baby. Everything that you create is like another birth. You know, you want it to have that time. You don't want it to be premature. You know, you want it to be fully developed and healthy before you release it out into the world and try it. So that's just, I think that's why it took too long. Well, why it took so long.
Not too long.
Yeah, it was right on time. Yeah.
God's time.
Yeah, for sure.
What's the significance of 12, 13?
So I've been kind of getting into like, you know, expounding my spirituality and everything, and diving into numerology and what that, like, how that is significant to me. And 12 is comprised of 1 and 2. 1 being very independent and strong, you know, a little aggressive, and 2 being the yin, very passive, and like more settled energy. And I think if you know me personally, that describes me well. And then 13 represents a test, a trial and tribute, like in a trepidatious period, and then a death. But all that in reference to the flesh.
Okay.
So the test, the trial, and the death of the flesh in order to birth the spirit. And it rang so true to me because I was born in the 12th month on the 13th day. And today is July 7th, 30th, 30/21.
You better speak.
All that equals 13. So for me, it was just right. I wanted to be extremely intentional about, and it dropped at 12 o'clock midnight. So all of that, I just wanted to be very intentional about everything.
You better, baby.
About it. 7 songs, 7 is the number of completion. So once I hit 7, you know, God said it's done. And that's just how I came to it. Linda, we good? We ready? Okay, we're gonna play the first track. Say what?
Remember when you tossed the love down to the ground? Had to find my heart, sad and lost and found.
I was about to say, look, is it ever cut off?
It's on.
I was saying, if it do hit that little red button, if I don't catch it,
So if it cuts off, it is.
that red button right there.
I got you. That's it.
tell you. Man.
I'm gonna get my little drink while y'all ask me the question. Let the dust settle and then post some more.
One of the first questions I wanted to ask you have a lyric that says, had to find my heart deep inside, the lost and found.
Yeah.
That's a real powerful word.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you? Like, what would go through your mind when you jotted those lyrics down in that pad or on your phone?
Had to find my heart deep inside, the lost and found. You know, it takes me back to a memory. It's crazy. I have a very vivid memory of the lost and found being in my elementary school. It was on the left side of the auditorium stage, and it was taller than me. It was huge. And I lost a jacket one time. It was a jean jacket that my mother later found on somebody else, so we're not gonna talk about that.
Oh man.
I don't know if y'all mama ever found one of your articles of clothing on somebody else's body.
That ain't a pretty sight.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. I said, ooh, I'm a perfume. But the lost and found was huge. And to really say that you looked, you had to dig deep. And when I was writing it, I thought of that because to find your heart, to have to look for your heart, first of all. Ooh. Okay. So to have to look for it, and then look for it in something that is just filled with odds and ends. It's like trying to find, a top in Ross on Macon Road. Or the Ross on Camp Creek. Come on, see, some of y'all know. Come on, look, you won't even walk in the Ross on Camp Creek. Please. So it's really just about having to just traverse. So tired. Just dig deep to try to find you again. Because it got lost in a situation that wasn't serving you. Or shoot, you might not have been serving it. It might have been you.
Talk to him, Reed.
Oh, I can't get no amen on that. That's all right. I'm by myself, clearly. But it just was about having to dig deep to find yourself again. Yeah.
Can you recall a time when somebody did you dirty and you had to rebuild yourself?
Relationship-wise, trying to finish school. I know I got some scholars in here. I really had to dig deep to finish. You think that the journey gets easier as you go, but it doesn't. It doesn't. And just watching my peers and even my mom, matriculate through climbing those heights, it's hard.
Right.
And you gotta dig deep. Seriously. seriously. And so I think that honestly, finishing school might have been one of the hardest times where I had to dig deep and try to rebuild, you know, after that, because I felt like I lost myself in the academics. I became just that. The coursework, that's it. The coursework. School, work, sleep. School, work, sleep. School, work, sleep. School, work, sleep. And it was hard. It was hard, but you know, luckily I had great people around me though. I had great people around me. That's the thing. No matter what that thing is, to where you have to finding yourself again. If you have great people around you, you're always there.
Do you find a responsibility in being as transparent as you are in your music?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. I had a conversation with someone maybe about a year ago, and they were like, I feel like you just kind of surface with us in the music. Yeah.
I think that's like the difference between like R and 12-13.
Absolutely.
R was like surface level fun, you know what I'm saying? And 12-13, that's like a reflection. Like it was like a reflection album.
Absolutely.
What I want to know is, what made you start the project off with Remember?
Honestly, it's just a vibe. For me, it's short and sweet, to the point, great. It gives very intro.
It sets the tone.
It sets the tone, just so you know what you're getting into. There's no confusion. Don't expect anything but a vibe like this. Yeah. Y'all wanna get into the next one? Let's do that. I think y'all might know this one.
Oh, we know it.
Where y'all at? Y'all gotta sing it now. Y'all better sing it. Where you at? Hey. the one.
Number 2.
That's the one.
Number
Big slapper. Big slapper.
Rhea, I just want to know. When you in that studio
Yeah.
and you record and pull up,
Yeah.
did you know you was making a song that you could perform this for the rest of your life?
No. Absolutely not. Because let me tell y'all, if anybody's been around for like when I go on live on Instagram and I'm just playing around with singing and whatnot, I made that and it was just a hook. And I was like, ooh, this feels great. But I never thought it would be like the vibe that it is. Yeah.
Do you realize, bruh, that I feel like in my head, I don't know about everybody else, but in my head, the universal favorite bar in that song is "It's a 3:15."
Yeah.
Like I don't care what you do, you could be folding up clothes. It's a 3:15.
Yes.
You could be getting ready for work.
What time is it?
That's my boy Glenn's favorite line from the beginning when we first recorded it. It's 3:15.
How many out of everybody in this room is that y'all favorite bar?
It's 3:15. Forget the time.
When you in that studio, do you intentionally make chant records? Pull Up is a chant record.
Yeah.
Like, this can go up in any environment. It can be late at night.
You could be at a bar
You
mitzvah.
can be at it don't matter.
It don't matter.
When that beat drop, these folks is waiting to say that chorus with you every trip.
You know, I don't think I intentionally. I think it might be the Baptist in me that just instantly that makes the chant what it is. Because I mean, a lot of records could be chant records.
But a lot of records don't work.
Right. It just it's a lot in how you perform them. Yeah. It's a lot of it is in how you perform. I swear, if I just came on the stage and performed pull up real half, real regular, schmegular, y'all would not be into it as much. I mean, it's a bop, so you would be into it, but you wouldn't be into it as much if I didn't facilitate the vibe. You know, it's a lot. I feel like as someone that goes to concerts and listens to songs and stuff, if someone doesn't make me feel the vibe, the song could be great, but I can't like get into it. Like, teach me the song, prepare me for the beat drop, so I can be ready.
Do you ever get tired of performing that record?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. When I hear that do, I be like it's not even my song. Yeah, it's nice. Never get tired.
Where did you learn that to have that stage control, that stage presence?
Oh, early age. I praise danced, sang in the choir, so it was just innate, like, and then taught, at the same time, because there was just a spirit of excellence, that was expected.
Right.
So, and I knew there was a time, I think we talked about this on the podcast.
Episode 2.
Go stream that.
When my children's choir at my church recorded a live album and I had to lead this song. And there was a moment where I was like, oh, this is it. I did something and the crowd just said, and I said, oh, this is it. Whatever I'm doing, I'm gonna tap in. I'm gonna tap into that. because I knew it was not only it wasn't just showmanship, but it was the Holy Spirit too. It was the energy. And you gotta tap into energy, because once it hits, you gotta tap into it, because you'll miss it.
Yeah. What made you go with this record as the single versus all the other songs on your project?
I mean, it just thumps. It thumps. It thumps. It thumps on the Bluetooth, because on the Bluetooth versus the aux, it sounds different in the car. The Bluetooth, you don't have as much volume. When you hook that aux up. In there. So, and it thumps. It just thumps on the Bluetooth, it thumps on the aux, and I just felt good about it. It becoming what it was so generic. I remember I was coming into a group session with Joey in the back. Shout out to Joey. Joey Roberts. Man, let me tell y'all something. The bass lines that you are ingesting, he's too humble. He's too humble. Okay, they're nuts. But we had a group session, and he was like, "Yo, play that record. Play that record." And a friend of his, a producer / artist friend of his, was there, Jonathan Ellie, and he was like, "Play that record." I played it, and John was like, "Oh, okay, I'm gonna get on this." And he got on it, and it just became what it was. I felt like it was so generic, and it had to be the single.
Describe that moment when you first heard it on the radio.
Oh.
Cause they stay on the radio.
I didn't hear it on the radio for a while. Like a while, until like kind of recently. And it actually, I heard it after I heard the record I'm on with C Black. Are you here? Is he here? Where you at? Okay, we here, we're represented. Choke Chase in the building. And there's a record we have together called Two Strikes, and I heard that, and it's such a beautiful record. And then Pull Up came on right after. And I was just like, this is crazy. This is crazy. Yeah, and you called me.
I told you.
Literally. So y'all, EJ called me one time and was like, "Yo, just checking in on you, love you. I just heard your record,
It was the C Black record.
Yes. Then we got off the phone.
And we was on the phone for a little minute.
Yes. 2 seconds after we got off the phone, he called me back and was like, "Hey, Pull Up is on now." This is crazy. To have one conversation because of one record and then get a call back because of the next, it's like, I don't know. I can't express.
You're a legend.
I'm trying to be. I ain't there yet, but I'm trying to be. Okay, we'll
Slap
go to the
number
next one. Slap a number 3. that. I like it too.
Really, you so cool.
I ain't nobody.
No, you better not say that, man. You better not say that.
You did?
What I want to know is what was the inspiration behind that record sonically?
Ooh. Honestly, I found the little guitar. There was like this little guitar loop, and I was like, I was in a place where I was just working on my writing. And I was like, let me just write to this and see what I come up with. And once I got the melody, I was like, okay, I pretty much know how this is gonna sound. Inspiration, just giving you that good, it just feels like a great neo soul record. I miss those. And I'm not gonna say there aren't people making them. But you know, it just be something missing a little bit. Or they're trying to take it into a neo soul realm. And I just wanted this record to feel very classic and then surprise you at the end. You know? So yeah.
Man, you really showcase your penmanship.
Oh, thank you.
On this song, it's every track on this album, for one. Let me just go ahead and say that now. But on this song in particular, you made it a point to speak to men and women on this record. I want to know, plain and simple, how you keep getting better at this thing called music, RIA? What are you going to sharpen up that pen you got?
Just keep writing, even when it sucks. You know what, Grizz, you made a post one time, and I don't even think it was a post. I think we may have been talking, or I may have responded to a post, but you said that we need to finish records even if they're bad. Yes. And that just made me feel like I think it gave me some momentum and some inspiration or motivation to just continue to write. If I find a melody or a loop, just something simple, just write to it. Even if it's quote unquote bad, finish the song. Because there's something in it that you can use. So that's just how. That's how you get better. If you fall off the bike, you gotta get back on it.
Was it intentional to speak to both genders?
Yeah.
Talk to the men, so queen.
Yeah. Definitely, because you know, the world, including myself, it is so fluid. And you know, in a world that is that way, and I know myself and I know my listeners, I want to make something that's true to me and everybody that I vibe with. I want to connect with everybody that I vibe with. And sure, I want to be true and connect with myself as well. You know what I'm saying? So as a fluid person, I want to talk to everybody and let everybody know what's going on.
Hello.
From all walks of life.
Yes, from all walks of life, for sure. For sure.
One of the lyrics, and kind of just, you can further just elaborate on it, but you said, people always told me this feeling that I had inside was so wrong.
Yeah.
But now you've got me open wide to what I tried to hide for so long.
Yeah.
Just talk about that.
Yeah, I think, you know, growing up Southern Baptist and being fluid, being queer, it's hard to get out of the box. You know what I'm saying? And so going back to that conversation that I had with a friend that was like, I don't feel like you be giving us all of it. Because I went back and listened to R and I was like, I'm not giving all of it.
Surface.
Very surface. And so on this song, you know, I just wanted to make it clear. Okay. You know, so that everybody's listening, you know, can understand what's going on, and also if there are people that identify, they can feel heard and seen at the same time. Because, you know, your truest self is your best self. No matter what that is, your truest self is your best self. So yeah, that's where I was at with that. Alright, we ready for the next one. Go to the next one. Dang, what is the next one? Oh, I know what it is.
Sniper number 4.
It is that one. Wow. Not y'all know the lyrics and stuff. Let me see.
When the night comes, my freak on the soul.
gonna say that. We're not gonna. Sir, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Artists, if you want some sultry stuff, please get at my man's in the back with the locks and the blue Converse shirt with the khaki pants. He is available for work, i.e. pay. He's available for work. Okay? Amen. Love you, D. Okay.
One of the great things about this song is this song almost sounds like a relationship most of us, if not all of us, have been in. It sounds so emotional. So when you're making this song, are you always pulling from your own experiences, or are you just speaking for the average person, man and woman?
It's both. It's both. I think we've all been in a situation where because honestly, this song wasn't about a relationship with anyone but myself. This is about a relationship with myself and my mind and my body. And I think, I'm not going to speak for everybody, but I feel like we've all been in a place where we're not quite, we can talk, but y'all a little loud on the left. Y'all get loud at the bar. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. But I think we've all been in a place where maybe we are searching for something, and we might be foregoing what's best for us for a feeling. Foregoing for a feeling. I like that. But yeah, I think I just drew on a time where I just felt very lost, and literally when it says making my way downtown to fill my cup. If anybody knows, there's a certain spot on Broadway that's my spot. And there have been many times where that's just where I would go, where I just felt like I had no other, place to turn. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we all just been there.
You showcasing your pen game in this record was phenomenal.
For sure. For sure.
A bar that I feel like a lot of women, could relate to. I'm not a woman, so I can't. But have you ever cried while a nigga was inside, feel like you could die, almost die?
Not many will admit it.
What's the importance of showing that raw emotion within your lyrics, right?
Because it's real. It's real. You may not want to say it, but there's been a time, and I'm not even going to limit this to the ladies, even though that was a very, I feel like you could just, put that toward the ladies. But if we're going to speak in general terms, I feel like we've all been in a place where we've been engaging in sexual activity, but your mind, what's that say? Your body's here with me, but your mind is on the other side of town. You're present in the physical, but your mental is in a whole different place. Doesn't matter the gender or the generation. The old folk don't like to talk about it. But we know about it. They know
about it. We're gonna talk about it too.
Just being physically somewhere, and your mind is somewhere else. And then it goes on to say, why is he even here? Wish you could disappear, drift into the light. Like, why am I doing this right now? This person really don't mean nothing. So why am I doing this? And I feel like the fellas don't really like to ask themselves that question. They like to act like none of that shit means shit to them. And I mean, it might not a lot of the times. You know.
It's a 5%. I don't think so.
You know what I'm saying? It might not. I'm gonna give them that. Because we different-ish. Don't assume, fellas. Don't assume. Don't assume that she cares. But I digress. But you know, I think we've all been in that place where that person doesn't mean anything, so then you have to go into self and find out, yes, and figure out why you're in that situation. You know why they there. They there because you let them be there. They there because you called them. They there because you text them. They there because they text you and you responded. We don't like to talk about when we respond to texts. We don't like to post that. We'll post somebody texting us. We don't like to post when we respond to the text. What you say though? What did you say though? Child, this nigga text me talking about, hey bro, look at what she said. But what did you say? What did you say, sir? Madam? So that's what it's about. It's about the response. It's about the end, where you end up in those situations. We all human. It's all right. Ain't no judgmental in this thing. Because I done put myself out there already. You know what I'm saying? It's in the song. It's in the song. Period.
Ain't no cap in your rap.
None.
What I want to know is, you know, I feel like a lot of times us as people, we end up being real dependent on other people.
Right.
The significant other, we kind of lean on them to be that support.
Wow.
When in all actuality, we should be that for ourselves.
Wow.
When did you learn to be that for yourself?
Man, my boy shooting for 30.
I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I'm still learning. I think, you know, I don't know about anybody else, and I don't mean to get on whatever on y'all, but I serve a jealous God, and when I began to put more stake in other things, those other things start to shift and become like not as comfortable as they were before. And so I'm just giving it the way I gave it. I'm just giving it the way I gave it. Oh, my girl just walked in. Give it up for J.C. Collins, aka Rose's Caribbean. In the mall and on Tortilla, y'all gonna go get you a plate. You know, I'm still learning how to put myself in my polarity and my alignment, you know, first. It's a learning process. It's hard. It is hard. But it's something that you gotta do. Y'all ready? Alright, this is one of my favorites. Records featuring my boy Stone Jones.
I knew it was somebody on there.
You knew it was somebody on there? Somebody you never heard? Girl. Hey.
We're gonna lose it, baby. Oh, sugar, something happened on the wood. Gotta do it, baby. Better walk away. Said you're moving too fast, baby. Should've come when you knocked it down. Sad to see it, baby. But sometimes it comes back around.
Hey.
You wanna play the game, it's how you play. You wanna fade away, don't fade away. You said I waste your time, it's my mistake. You wanna take a break, let's hesitate. This ain't the least drop top, non-stop when I write. Cause when people bust down three, there's too many on the side. You and me, we got beef, cause what you hearing in the streets. The shit got beats, and stop that tricks, and stop that tricks, you like the lie. Till them sleep, them release, ain't memory, yeah, my phone again. Ooh, that's the bullshit, you know this, here we go again. Why you still in touch with all these bitches from your past? You say you wanna last, but you're out chasing.
We're gonna lose it, baby. Mama should've told me how to love on the wood. Gotta do it, baby.
Say what?
Better walk away. Said you're moving too fast, baby. Should've come when you knocked it down.
Say what?
Sad to see it, baby. But sometimes it comes back around.
Yeah, maybe I got a problem. Maybe I just ain't right. Maybe I need attention. Maybe I don't wanna fight. Maybe I'm just too selfish. Trying to play games. Maybe I don't wanna stay until you go out and do the same. Maybe I got a problem. Maybe I just ain't right. Maybe I need attention. Maybe I don't wanna fight. Maybe I'm just too selfish. Trying to play games. Maybe I don't wanna stay until you go out and do the same.
Can I just say the first time I played that song, Joey and Glenn was like, those chords. We don't like those chords. They didn't like my chords, y'all. But then he put that crazy bass line on it. Matter of fact, can I do some Joey appreciation? Can I do some Joey appreciation? Y'all didn't hear that bass line coming. Y'all didn't hear that. It sounded better than that. But y'all didn't hear that. Joey, wait. It's coming. Right here, right here. Please. Wow. Amazing. You're the one. You should have known this was gonna happen. You should have known, bro. Okay, go ahead.
Stone Jones.
Just Jones. Stone Jones, matter of fact, Stone Jones couldn't make it tonight because he is opening up a locally owned and grown grocery spot on the east side of Atlanta. It's called The Grocery Spot. Their soft opening is tomorrow afternoon. So if you're ever in East Atlanta, please visit The Grocery Spot, man. It's great. It's in Zone 6, baby. I'ma send you the Instagram. I don't know the address, but I know the title. The Grocery Spot. Yes, locally owned, locally grown as well. It's a lot of black farmers, a lot of POC farmers in Georgia, you know, so let's support. Go ahead.
He came and did what he needed to be done.
This ain't a leash chop top, non-stop when I ride custom fleece, bust down threes, too many on the side. You and me, we got beef cause what you hearing in the streets.
Come on, man.
Boy, he might not have slid on it like you wanted him to, but the bars, baby.
They're there. the bars are there.
Please.
What other than the verse being dope, what made him be the only feature on the project?
Oh, wow. You know what? Yeah, he is the only one on there. Dang. It was just right. Like, that's just how it happened. I have no math for you. I have no math for you on that. That's just how that happened. Yeah.
So that wasn't calculated reading?
Nope.
I do want to talk about this one bar where you say, maybe I'm just too selfish, childish playing games, maybe I won't understand till you go out and do the same.
Do we have to talk about that? Do we?
You wrote it.
No, I didn't. He wrote that. He wrote that. I wish he was here too. But you know what's crazy? I sent him the record, and he literally, like, he just articulated, like, we were on the same page. I don't know if there's any artists in here that ever sent another artist a record, and they just slide on it exactly from the mental space that you're at. Because it's not just about sliding on the beat, okay? It's about matching the subject and the material. It's about matching the subject and the material. You can slide on the beat all day, but if you ain't talking about nothing, why are we here? And I didn't want anybody that was just gonna say anything. So, you know, it's just like, long story short, a lot of us, including myself, we can sit on a pedestal all day, but until that other person or until that other entity or the situation is flipped, we will never understand because we're so headstrong or there's ego in the way. Okay, I only got one amen, that's all I need. You know, sometimes we just don't understand until we see the shoe on the other foot, and that's just what it is. So I think that's where he was coming from with that. Yeah.
How important? No. What advice would you give somebody who think that they can have their cake and eat it too?
Boy, stop. Boy, stop. Because you can't. But see, the phrase will trick you. Because if it's your cake, you should be able to eat it, right? Yes. If I bake the cake, listen, as many hours and time I see my grandma slave over a cake, she should be able to have a piece. Okay? So if I bake the cake, I should be able to have some, correct? But it all depends on, because sometimes the cake's not necessarily for you. And then you gotta look at the intentions behind you baking the cake. It's just a real look at the self. It's just a real look at the self. You can't decide how situations are gonna go, when they're gonna go at the expense of somebody else. So if that's what you're doing right now, chill out. It might be hard, but it is what it is, man. Grow up. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I got a few heads. That's it. All I need is one. Oh, y'all need to strip aside. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and play it. I'm gonna go ahead and play it. This is the last boom boom record for my grandma and them. You know, I know they don't want to hear the bass. They like, we not hear nothing. Is it gonna be loud? Okay. This is the last one, grandma. was the last Boom Boom record, okay? Hey! Okay, brace yourself. The beat coming right here. It's coming right here.
Like work trying to get you home. All these cares on me, and right up where you go. I said, Charlie, you bad. Charlie, she was surprised. Fast, going to buy. On top of me, she said, do you want to
I need to know what booty club inspired this record.
No, you know what's funny? I wrote this record and recorded it on Christmas Eve. A couple years ago. Whatever the Christmas was when Uncle Marcus and them, we were at the house. It was maybe about 2 or 3 Christmases ago. And you know, the reason why it's in hushed tones, the record, is because I was like, ooh, I don't know my mama to hear me talking about this.
Come on, sit open, let me see. Let me see. Let me see.
Yeah, so then I was like, oh, this works. The hushed tones, they work. So that's what happened. But yeah, that was the first time I had really gone. Around that time, maybe it was the winter time, I know. It was the winter time, and I went, because I went, I'm not gonna, yep, I went, and I was like, wow. There's a lot going on in here. But what I was listening to the records, and I was just watching the energy, and I said, I want to make a record that can play in here, and I want to see money flinging in the air to my song. I want to make a record that makes you want to just get the money going. All of that. I wanted to make a record just like that because I could see the way some of the records I was hearing was just changing the energy. And I was like, I want to make a record like that. So that's how that came about.
Come on now.
We know what the Booty Club culture means to hip hop.
Correct.
What
To me.
to so many people out there in the crowd? We know what it means to them.
Right?
What does it mean to R&B though?
See, I feel like it's a culture, or it's something that R&B hasn't tapped into yet for real, like fully. Because when you go in the booty club, you don't hear no slow tone. Till the lights come on, it's like it's drill from the time they cut the lights off to the time they cut them on. It's drilling. But I've never really heard a record in there where it's the best of both worlds. And that's the kind of record I was shooting for.
And you did it.
Does it work? Does it work? Period.
Speaking of drill,
Yeah.
you mentioned Dirt.
Yes.
So, when you hear Dirt randomly, do you think of back and reminisce back on that time when you heard
Yeah, I honestly think that a Dirt record that I heard, I think that bar came from a Dirt record that I heard in the club. And so I was just, and it was a record I never heard before. So I said, what is this? She said, Dirk. I said, your word? Because I didn't know. So yeah, I mean, Dirk makes some great music. I didn't say that I sit and listen to him. Appreciate it. I can't say that I sit and listen to him. We only got one more song, y'all. One more. That's it. Just one more. And then y'all can party. Shit, I'm a party too. But yeah, so I can't pinpoint a specific record, but I remember that bar coming from just hearing a Dirt record and me being like, oh shit, this is nice.
Y'all, she's trying to talk. We had a listening party. Please show her some respect.
We like that.
I'm sorry, Rhea.
We like that. We like that.
I'm sorry, Rhea. We love you.
You already know. It's alright. I'm talking too. Y'all ready? Okay. So this is the last song, y'all. It's the last one.
Rhea,
Don't do that.
this is my favorite song.
Oh, stop. You know, this song has really been getting a lot of love, and I appreciate it because it almost didn't make it.
Oh, it
didn't make the cut, but it almost just didn't make the not the cut to the project, but just the cut to you all hearing it at all. I was in the studio and John, Glenn, and Joey were like, "You got anything else? What else we need to work on?" And I was like, there's something, but I just feel like it's not all of that. And I played it for them, and by the end of it, they were like, "What are you talking about? This is golden." And what Joey did to the end, let me tell y'all something. He is not just a bass player, but he is a musician. And the way that the song at the end just transcended into another realm, that's all Joey. So if you're hearing it and you're going crazy, you need to link with this man. Any artists in the building, any creators in the building, y'all need to link with this man. Because the energy that's going to be brought it's next level. And I really love and appreciate him. It seemed like he stepped out, but I really love and appreciate him, Glenn, Dietrich, everybody that was a part of this, Wayman, Jazz, just if I don't speak your name, like please charge it to my head and not my heart, but everybody in this room, with the exception of some of the plus ones, some of y'all I don't know, I'm just saying. But I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here. But everybody in this room who you came with has been invited intentionally. Because everybody in here has pushed me, supported me, reposted me, sent me kind words and encouragement to my phone, messenger, my DM, out of nowhere. You guys don't realize how on time your support has been over these past couple years. You don't. You really don't. Because phasing that song is not just about surface stuff. It's about a place where I felt like I just really didn't want to be here. And so many of you in this room have hit me up at a time where I really did not want to be here, or I just didn't feel like this music thing was worth it. So to see you all here is a blessing. And I told myself I wasn't going to cry, so I'm not. But please know that you are here because there is some love inside of me for each and every one of y'all. Know that. Know that. Know that. Know that. So we're going to get into this last song. And I just had to say that because this song is called Definition. And it's just about the definition of love that I have not only felt from you all, I have felt from a love in my life. Okay. I have felt from my family, and I have felt from God. So let's get into it.
Oh the summer sun and the gentle breeze all over me. I wanna ride with you, babe, through all the ups and downs. I was lost when you found me in the depths of my own despair. You spared me from a life without a love. I thank God above. You found me. You grounded me. You grounded me. You take me on to another place. You want me. You hold me. I love you. I serve you. I nourish you. Yeah. Pour into you. Make you feel new. You challenge me. You build me up. And that is love. Yes, that's called love. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Come on, baby.
Well, that type of music make a grown man cry.
Hearing this song in the car on your headphones does not compare to this.
Yeah.
Hey, Rhea, I'm gonna got a free dance for you so you get some little turkey going.
Yeah, I seen you over there in your mood. I seen you in your
Dance
mood.
that we came out a
I
little.
want to talk about the penmanship again
Okay.
because that's, you know, the lyrics, that's what draw me.
Correct.
You know, we always talk about
Oh my God.
Was it me? Okay.
Okay. We always talk about, and I think a lot of artists in the room, we talk about emotion-based music, and one of the lines in the song, it goes, "Skin is like chocolate dropping down an ice cream cone
Yeah.
into the palm of the hand."
Under the summer sun and the gentle breeze all over me.
You have great opening line,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
that's here.
Top tier.
It's the chocolate.
Mm.
Like,
Y'all know the little drumsticks? The little drumstick cone that come in the freezer that you open up. And it got the chocolate around the rim. And if you let it sit, it'll start melting. If it's hot, it'll melt right on into the palm of your hand. Under the summer sun and the gentle breeze. You know, that's my favorite little ice cream. That's my favorite.
Come on, drumstick. Come on, drumstick.
And so your skin is like chocolate. The chocolate from my favorite ice cream cone.
Come on.
Dripping into the palm of the summer sun with a gentle breeze all over me. And did y'all hear the breeze in the background? That's it.
We call those statement bars.
That's it.
How important was it for you to set the tone on that record with that?
Honestly, it wasn't. I just wrote it. I heard it and I said, ooh. It just inspired me to write about that feeling, and I went with it. No inhibitions. I just went with it.
When I hear this song, I automatically feel like you're talking to each and everybody that's in this room. Like it feels like a self-reflection. Every word that you're saying, from this sounds like love, this feels like love. I just want to know, is it hard pulling, I guess, making music where you can directly speak to somebody's soul? Is it hard doing that?
It's not hard to speak to a soul when you're coming from the soul. It's hard to speak to a soul when you just making shit. So when I'm coming from my heart, I find that it speaks to hearts, and that's just it.
Was there a particular person or thing that inspired the record?
Yeah, like I said before, it's y'all, it's my family, it's the love of God, and yeah, like that I was definitely coming for some love in my life at that time. Yeah, for sure. Come on, you, come on.
I know.
Come on. Please be ready.
Also, after finishing the record and hearing it back, when did you realize the moment that you're going to be singing that record at every love event ever?
I really didn't realize it until I put this out, and there were so many people like, yo.
Because you're singing this at my wedding.
Period. It was so many people like, yo, that definition, no. That definition, no. I'm like, all the tracks, that definition, no. I'm like, okay, like, that's clearly the one.
That's the one.
Yeah.
What is RIA's definition of love? I don't want the Webster. I don't want the dictionary.com.
Oh, the definition is, that's why I entitled the definition, because everything that I listed in that bridge section is what I understand and what I've seen love to be. You challenge me, you ground me, you take me to another place, you want me, you hold me, and I love you, I serve you, I nourish you, pour into you, make you feel new. That's a lie. A lot of people say, oh, I love you, oh, I'm loving you, but you're not pouring into anybody. You're not nourishing anybody. You're not challenging anybody, or you're not being challenged by the person. If the person you in love with can't tell you that they don't like something that you're doing, and you can't tell them, they can't give you constructive. You're like, y'all, I'm not gonna get into it. That's just, and not just from romantic relationships, but from my family relationships. Like, my mama tell me stuff I don't like all the time. From birth. She probably done told me stuff she don't like about me that I can't recall. But it's it's made me who I am, my grandmother included. That's somebody who will tell me something that I may not want to hear. And, you know, whether I abide by it or not, that's neither here nor there. We have the relationship where you can say that. You know what I'm saying? And where I can hear it and in my own time receive it. My friends, Kaylin, Dacia, Raquel, E, Rez, y'all can tell me stuff I don't want to hear. Grizz, y'all can tell me stuff I don't want to hear. And I can tell y'all like, I'm not really feeling that. And it's still love because it's from love. And that to me, that's part of what love is. Yeah. But also pour it into, because it's not just the negative. Somebody pouring not only their words but their actions into you. Their gifts, their provisions, pouring those things into you and what they see you are chasing after. I'm going there, but I'm just saying, we gotta analyze the relationships that we in. But that's neither here nor there. I'm not gonna do it. I love y'all. That's what the song is about. Woo-de-woo.
We love you, girl.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. So that's it. That's the project, y'all. For every individual in this room, and I appreciate y'all. What time is it?
Almost past my bedtime.
What time is it? Oh, it's 10 minutes. We got about 10 minutes. 10, 15 minutes to party. So you better party, because we getting out of here. All right, DJ.